I was 18 and it was with a friend. 1 month in Laos, in Cambodia also. And then I went in my own in Vietnam and in Singapore, Thailand, and for 2 months. It's just like destroying, I think, the island. And I finished in Australia for like maybe 3 weeks.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm Jay, and this is Girafa podcast show. Today, we have Juliette with us. Juliette is supposed to talk about her journey in Asia and Greece. Hello and welcome. And I'm going to say thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Would you like to introduce yourself at the beginning?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Juliette and I'm 22 years old. And I met Benjamin like in Toulouse, so in the coach surfing, and then I met you. And yeah, I had like, sorry, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So your accent is French.
Yeah, I'm really French. Yeah, I'm French, and I lived in Alsace for my childhood, let's say, and I moved in Toulouse after this Asian trip. So when I was 18, and then I moved in Toulouse where I studied, and I have like an Erasmus year, so this actual year in Greece where I'm still studying. So yeah.
So you're still studying in the Greece?
Yeah, exactly.
Good. So we have an update. We have a totally new information about the Greece right now. So if it's okay, I'm gonna start the question about the first time you see a different country. Do you remember? You said that it's around the 18 years when you were.
So yeah, like the first foreign country I saw.
No, the first time. Yeah, and the first country and the first time experience. Have you seen a different country?
I think it was Germany when I was like maybe really young, because Alsace is at the border with Germany. So, you can be in Germany in like 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, it was Germany and I was maybe 6. I don't know. Yeah.
But about the Asia, you said it the first time you were in Asia.
Yeah, Asian, like, yeah. So, I was 18 and it was with a friend who actually was also German. And I think it's like really cultural in Germany back there, because after high school, you do like a gap year to either work, either traveling a bit, both.
Yeah.
And so he asked me to come with him there, and we went. So yeah, we worked for maybe 4 months, and then we went there with our savings. And
so what was the first country you visit?
So it was Thailand, and for 2 months.
2 months.
2 months in Thailand. After, I think we did like maybe one month each. So 1 month in Laos, in Cambodia also. Then he left at the middle of Cambodia because I think he had like no money, and he was not feeling to work there. I don't know why, but anyway. So, and then I went in my own in Vietnam and in Singapore.
Oh.
But like just for 5 days actually. And I finished in Australia for like maybe 3 weeks. Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
It's a long journey.
Yeah, I think the end was totally like on the flow. I think I was in Indonesia and I met a guy in Thailand where I was like talking to him really often, and he told me at the time, yeah, you can come if you want in Australia. I lived there, like he lived in Melbourne. So in Singapore, I didn't know really what to do or where to go. So I was just, okay, maybe let's see. I have like still a bit of money and of time, but I think
let me check my pocket. Okay, I can buy a ticket. Okay, let's go Australia. That's interesting.
But yeah, it was not.
So the Asia, you said that you start from the Thailand. Can I ask? You said that it's just some suggestion from your friend, but what was your before you want to go there? Did you have any idea about that country?
Not really. I mean, like, I was curious, because the French colonialism in Vietnam, in Cambodia, in Laos. So of course I heard about this kind of side of from this approach. Thailand was not in those countries. But then when he started to ask me to come with him, of course we tried to get interested in those area. Yeah.
Okay. So can you explain how was the country?
Yeah. I think you have, it's maybe two sides. I cannot feel, it's very big. Firstly, like geographically, it's very, very, you have like kind of a bulb and a whole line with Myanmar.
Mm-hmm.
And then another big part in the south with Malaysia. It's very, very big. You have, I think, a very diverse population in each area. In the south, it's more Muslim population.
Mm-hmm.
And in the north, you have more ethnic minorities and a lot of small communities, maybe more. And yeah, in the center, it's maybe more western, because you have like the most populated and touristic area. And it's very interesting because it's like another culture. You have like another religion everywhere. So I think, people are more. Yeah, it's something different. It's something new. Yeah.
Yeah, because usually when you have a trip in Europe, they're not that much different. They're European. So, but when you go to the Asia or different, very far country, and it's gonna be, you can feel when we talk about the difference. So, I'm gonna ask, what was the first thing you feel it as a different? Something is different. It's gonna be some kind of the shock for you.
But I will not say like it's that different. I just think maybe people are more spiritual there, and like the religion is maybe more present in the daily life, I would say. And I would say like people are more helping each other, and yeah.
So they have a better. You mean they are more integrated together? They have a more like close relationship.
I cannot. Maybe. I just. Yeah.
What did you see there? I mean.
But yeah, I met like a couple, but it was in Vietnam. It was not in Thailand, and so they were like believers, and they every week they were like really investing like the whole association and helping each other and do stuff together, and it was, they had like fun, and they
how long you said you stayed in Thailand?
2 months.
2 months. And you were there for the journey, or you, because when you go there for the short time, it's so different when you're going to stay for a lot. So you can see something that, for example, if I go for 1 week or 2 weeks, but you're going for 2 months, it's so different. You can see the way they're living. And so if right now I'm going to ask you, what do you remember from the Thailand? What's going to be your answer?
But first I can say is I was also 18, and I was maybe less curious about people, and less I was a lot in my bubble, you know, and I think I was also really focused on the landscape, and I was very, I think, shy and introvert with all this new area, and I was also with my friends, so I think we were like in a small bubble, and not really, you know, going to know people. And it was not that the point, and I really regret it now. But what I remember is like people are really welcoming, and just sharing what they know, and like the place they like.
You said that the people there were so nice, and they were so, it was easygoing for them to just connect with them, communicate. How about what can I say that? How about the place you're gonna stay? Because 2 months, it's not a short time. So where did you stay?
Yeah, same. We moved a lot. I remember it was really dynamic. And so a bit like as I said before, it was super new, so I think we were not super comfortable for, you know, camping and being in the nature or so.
You were not comfortable, or you were?
I think
it was difficult for you.
We were not enough, and we stayed like a lot in I think in a hostel. Yeah, maybe a few nights with people we met, but it was mostly hostel, I think. Yeah, it was very dynamic.
Okay, so about the hostel, I have 2 questions. One of them, is it expensive? And I know it's depend, but approximately. And also, you need to book it before, or you can just walking around and find the hostels.
But no, it's not really expensive. No, it's not expensive, and we stayed like 2 months. So for 2 months, you have to have a visa. And they ask to have like booking for 1 month, for 30 days, for 30 nights. Sorry. So I think, if I remember well, we booked some of them in advance, and for later, I think we just like so in the moment. But I mean, like, I remember we had like kind of bad surprise because we booked in advance, and sometimes it was nice. But
okay, yeah. It just came to my mind. How was the internet connection situation? So because you need to use the internet, how is the situation in Thailand? But for example, when you are going as a foreigner, you need a SIM card or the phone. How is it gonna be? Do you have any experience?
Oh wow.
What did you do?
I would say it was 5 years ago. I don't really remember this
Okay,
point.
okay, let it go.
I think it was nice. I think it was well connected.
So you can,
Yeah.
okay. So you can book it from the internet, and then it's not that much expensive.
Yeah, I think it was. They had like a great data thing.
Okay. Okay. So how about the food? How was experience about the food?
Oh, I think it was the best food.
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was spicy, good, and I think I learned there. Well, like the place doesn't like look super fancy and super nice and like most of the time the best. And yeah, I think we just like had one time where we were like super sick, and it was awful.
Oh,
because
because
the
of the
water.
food?
No, I think it's because of the water. The water is not drinkable there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you have to be super careful. But the food is amazing. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Like fried noodles, soup. Oh my god. Yeah, it was very good.
You missed them.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said that you had a trip around the countries, yes? So can you name some cities have you seen? And how was the situation, and why did you go there?
But I think like yeah, I have like few places who were like super important for me, let's say. And I think I really learned like how to travel, let's say, in Thailand, I think, because we had like I think we were like kind of kids playing in school, like discovering like how it's good to travel and like what is fair and what is not. So I think I had like bad places where we went and like
Like
nice
where?
where
Like where?
bad, let's say. I think I really remember like one place in particular. It was like in the north of Thailand. It's in the Chiang Rai province, and it's not that far from the Myanmar border. And I think it was like one of my favorite places because we hiked with a guide we met the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really nice. We had like a night in the hut in the forest, and it was really really nice. The landscape was super beautiful. We were just like with my friends. It was really nice. We played with them like card game with the fire. It was just perfect. And then I just remember the day after. We just like went close to an elephant uh, how do you call that place, like, and it's really common there, like in the north of Thailand.
You mean the wild elephant they're living, or like there's some kind of the
No, it was not wild. It was not wild watching animals, and it was a center. Yeah, a center. And I think the guide was maybe like touching a commission if you like about people there. I don't know really. So he asked us if we wanted to go, but I didn't want that. But we had like friends at the time from France visiting us. And so we went there, and it just felt really weird. Like, it's really common there, like people are riding the elephant, and even there it was not the case. Nobody rode them in this center particularly. But like you can just like shower them with like a bucket of water, stuff like that. and it felt really natural and yeah, it was like kind of an attraction. Like everybody were around one elephant, like touching him and petting him, and it felt super like natural. And I had another experience after that in Cambodia where it felt just.
So you talk about how they act with the elephant.
Yeah.
Behave with the elephant. Okay, I understand.
And like I think it's just the example of Thailand. You have like really great places you can discover everywhere, and you also have like really close places spreading with mass tourism, and it's sometimes I think complicated to see when and how you cross the border between like different approach of tourism, let's say. And I think in Thailand it's complicated sometimes.
Okay. So you went there to I saw some elephant showering, something like that in the picture. So I'm gonna show it.
Yeah.
So before we wanna go to the Greece, right now you are not right now, I mean recently. So do you have any experience or tips if someone wants to go visit the country you visit, like Thailand or the different one? Do you have any tips? What should we do or what shouldn't we do? It's better not to do.
Oh yeah, I'm like in the part of Thailand, like the really thin part, like with Myanmar, you have like a lot of national park with great places. The first one is Kaeng Krachan. So it's in the Phetchaburi province. It's maybe like southwest of Bangkok. So there you have like a great, like a really big lake, and I think you can even like camp in the national park. It's really huge, and it's really really amazing. And like even more in the south, you have another one. It's Buikuri. I think I know. Yeah, it's in the Prachuapkhirikan province, and it's another a national park. And there you have like an observatory, to the wildlife watching, and it's just amazing. If you were lucky, you could see elephant, a lot of crazy animals, and in the same like national park, maybe more in the south, you have like a lot of caves, great beaches, and a lot of wonderful place. The Chiang Rai province I just talked about before is really nice too. You have a lot of temple in the mountain, not in the mountain, and you have like rice field. I think it's called paddy in English. It's just really beautiful too. And but also same, like I think in this kind of place you have kind of touristic agency who organizing a touristic tour to like and creating kind of villages, fake villages of ethnic groups. So it's, I think, same. You have nicest place, but you also have, I think,
so
a bit careful.
So we can find some kind of the tour group they can show around. Yeah. And
Sukhothai is really nice. I think it was the first capital of the Siam kingdom before Ayutthaya.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just incredible, and you have a lot of ruins, and it's still really well preserved, and you have, I think, the whole place for yourself because nobody is there. It's just crazy. It's so beautiful, and the city you have a city close to there, and it's also nice. What else?
What about the negative part? What shouldn't we do? Do you have any experience?
Yeah. I think it's called. I don't have the exact names in memories. I think it's really, really known. I think it's close to Phuket, maybe, and Koh Phi Phi Island, like those islands, and where you have like moon parties, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically island in Thailand. We went on one on those, the kind of experience I told you about before, and it felt like Ibiza, or like just a Western island,
Mm-hmm.
where only like you had like few locals there who like worked to sell you stuff, but it was just an invasion of touristic people, and it was just a bit like a disaster. Like it was just a party place where everybody was drunk, and
so you mean that's not a kind of the safe place, or what? I didn't get that. What was the problem?
But what was the problem? I think it was the whole island was like just appropriated by just tourists, and I think it felt really wrong. And like, I think if you live there, you cannot really be happy to have just people drunk all the time while you live. And
interesting, Juliette. This is the second time you surprised me. The first time I said that what was the problem, and I said that it wasn't appropriate how they act or they behave with the elephant. And I say, okay, so you're saying a different way, and right now you're saying that it's not good for the local people when the tourists most of the time they go there. So it's interesting for me that you're.
But I think it can be like, I think tourist is a really okay thing to have, but I think it depends on what form. It's like Mykonos in Greece. I mean, it's the kind of island where it's just a mass tourism, and it's just like destroying, I think, the island. It's just like people there are just exploited to like please the people who are coming here, and it's I don't know, it felt wrong. And
I understand. I get your point. You mean that they cannot be comfortable with this number of the people in their island, or the place they are living. So yeah, I need to check something. Just a second. These are the picture we have from your journey. This is the elephant you were talking about. That, yes? Can you see them?
It's really complicated to explain. The World Forest, like Bunung, so it's a tribes in Cambodia. Let's start here.
Okay.
And those people are animists, so they'll believe in the reincarnated force in like nature, for example. And they lived in a really big forest, I think a few years ago. And like a few years ago, you have like a French company who bought like all the land there to like making raw caoutchouc. So and in parallel to that, you had like the touristic place I was talking about just before, the Elephant Center.
Yeah.
Who like basically either like bought elephant or just caught them illegally.
Mm.
And like the Bunong, so this community in Cambodia, started a new project, I think, a few years ago. Also after the forest accaparation and the accaparation of elephant also.
Mm-hmm.
And they started a project where like locals do hiking too. So they just guide in the forest to walk a bit and discover the mountain with them.
You had a two picture that I really liked, and what the one of them is this one.
Yeah, this one it was in Laos, and this one was just crazy. It was in a cave. It's, I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's one of the biggest cave in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of maybe 7 kilometers long, and it's basically like just crossing a mountain.
Okay.
It's insane, and it's sometimes it's just like 100 meters high. And it's just crazy. Like they like installed, like they just put like some lights inside the cave to like create shadows and stuff. And it's just, I think it's one of my favorite memories in Asia. It was amazing. And you basically have to travel like 1.5 hours to cross the cave.
So you can go from this side dimension to the other side, or you should go and back. There's two entry.
You have two enters, so you can like go from here to here. Basically, they just discovered the cave, I think, like maybe 10 years ago, because they just like saw flowers or leaf coming from the mountain, and they didn't know where. So they just like entered the cave and discovered like you can cross. So it's just crazy. You can even stop in the cave and like walk. It was really beautiful.
I'm a little scared from the cave, but maybe I will. And what about this one?
This one was Sukhothai, so it's the first capital of the Siam Kingdom. I think it was, in maybe the 12th century. It was really beautiful. I think I remember like so you have like kind of trees city in this stage, and it was really interesting. Basically, I think if I remember well, like they created the Thai style and architecture at this time, and you can see like in each of those three cities, you had like already like the repartition, like the military area in one city, another one with the ceramic and the commercial area, and the other one was the spiritual area. And it was really impressive. And it was like this place where you have nobody, and it was just crazy beautiful. I remember you have like a Buddha. It was 30 meters high and like 10 meters.
The weight is in the same place.
It's in the same place. And I think it was one of my favorite moments in Thailand. It was in Thailand. Sukhothai is in Thailand, yeah.
And the second one is this one.
Yeah, so this one is in Prachwap Kirikan. So it's one of the places in the south of Thailand.
It's very interesting.
It's really beautiful, yeah. It's basically a cave.
Like so you are in the cave, you took a picture, or that the place is in the cave?
No, like this place is in a cave.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a royal pavilion. Can you say that? Yeah, I think it was in the 19, if I remember well. It's it's really impressive. And
Yeah, it's so unique. You know, it's inside of the cave. What you have a building? It's so unique. It's wow, so beautiful.
Yeah. And it's really nice because just before this one, you have like kind of another small one. And also same, you have like a wall in the roof where you have the light and you have all the vegetation like growing, kind of looking for the light, you know, and it's super beautiful. And to go there, you have like a really beautiful hike to do close to the beach and
wow.
growing up.
That one is so interesting, so unique. And what you're doing now? It's so. I think now it's in Greece,
yeah. This is in Greece. You can see in the picture Claudia. So Claudia is one of my friends here in Greece. But she already left back in Italy. She is Italian. And she lived close to a place. So this place where like grandmother, like some granny, were dancing Greek traditional dances. And we went there like maybe for 1 month or 2 months to learn with them the dance. And it's good. I see this picture because I have to go back there.
Okay, before let's back. Before we want to go into the Greece, because right now, so how long you're living in the Greece now?
I arrived in September. Yeah.
So it's less than 1 year. How is the Greece? Can you talk about the Greece, about the culture, about the weather, about this? I don't know, everything, foods.
Yeah. I really like Greece. I think it's super interesting too.
You said you're studying there.
Yeah.
Erasmus.
Yeah, in Erasmus.
And why Greece?
Why Greece? Because okay, to be honest, I had a choice between Athens and Rotterdam, and my choice was quickly done. And you know, I think I was just like attracted by the patrimony of the place, of the history, the antique history, and I had like great surprise coming here. Like I think I realized I didn't know anything about modern Greece, Balkans, and Turkey. Area were like really close historically with Greece. So I learned, and I'm still learning, I think, about it.
So you're studying history?
No, I'm studying sociology.
Sociology, okay.
But what I meant is, it's nice to go in Greece and like see the whole antique Greece, and it's even super nice too to learn like the modern Greece and like discover a whole side of.
I'm gonna challenge you. I have a challenge because you said that that kind of the Thais or the Asian food is so good. I'm gonna challenge you between the Greece food, because I know the Turkish, Iranian, and the Greece, they have a very delicious food. So I'm gonna ask you between the Thai food or the Greece food, which one is it?
I think I would say Greek.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They are very good in the food. I know that.
Yeah.
The Turkish food and the Greece, because you know when we talk about the Turkish and and even Iran, so in the Kurdistan, they are in the same historical background. So the food there are so same. For me, for example, when I'm going to the Chinese restaurant or I don't know, that kind of stuff, so it's new for me. But the Greece or the Turkish food, we have something in the background, the same root. I'm asking that because you don't have the same root in your taste. So because of that, I asked this challenge: which one is gonna be tasty?
It's complicated, but yeah, Greece. But you true, like I feel they have
It's
like
a difficult question,
vibes.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more oily and it's more greasy, full of
Yeah, I'm just eating so much in Greece. My God.
Yeah, they are so good. So how's the because I think there's a two side. I mean two different part in the Greece. One of them is kind of the Asian, and the other one is kind of the European. So in Greece.
In Greece.
Yeah. So can you say how is the culture? How communicate people there? So for people studying.
I think it's a really interesting country because they basically are between like the Western Europe and the Balkans.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's some people like would say they're like the Eastern country in the West or like the Western country in the East. I feel same, like religion is like still really, I think it's if I don't say bullshit, I think the church is still accorded with the state. I'm not like 100% sure what I'm saying, but I think I feel like it's just another culture. Like maybe it's I feel it maybe close to when like I was in South Italy. I think the South culture of Europe is the same as Greece.
Okay, let's see. I think this is the next picture you send us for this is Greece, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one was the 2nd of January.
It's almost new.
Yeah.
January, it should be a cold water. It's not?
It was not that much. Yeah. The weather is crazy there.
Yeah, they're very clean water sea in the Greece and the Turkey. Yeah. So, where is this place?
Same, like I think it's really close to Athens. It's Vougliameni. I think it's just the most beautiful beach close to Athens is maybe 1 hour with bus, and you have kind of in a creek. It's really beautiful. Same, it was I think it was the 1st January. So it was kind of it was with my best friend, and
nice.
It was a good way to start the year, I would say.
Good for you. Is it the same? Yes, it's a mountain in Greece. It looks like a Windows now. It looks like a Windows background.
Yeah, it's a picture like my friend Claudia you saw before in the band Saria took. It's in the Peloponnese.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's the Doxa Lake.
Oh, so we're back to this one. Thank you so much. It was so interesting. So right now you're living in Greece. Do you have any tips about the accommodation, or is it a expensive country or is it a cheap country if we are going to visit? Do you have any tips?
I would say it's cheaper than France, of course, but I think it's like all European country. It's still like you have like inflation, price are getting like higher and higher. I think as a tourist is really nice because the products are cheaper. You can like visit a lot of interesting places. My God, you have so much places, amazing. close to Athens, you have maybe 5 islands, really, really beautiful. A lot of antique places. Yeah, same, like 2 hours from Athens. I would say like people are really welcoming and not like faking it. Like I feel, yeah, same. It's like a lot of help if you just ask, and it's.
How about the communication? Because they have their language, or is it easy to communicate with English?
But I try to learn Greek. I have class. It's complicated, of course, to learn, and they're always super happy, like to see you're trying to learn Greek, and so yeah, it's nice. Like they just like really nice with you, like when they like just see you're interested
to learn.
Yeah, it's really nice. And even in English, they talk like really well English.
Okay.
Better than mine, so it's not a problem.
Okay, thank you so much. Is there anything in conclusion you want to say us about your journey?
I think I would say like in Greece, I think, yeah, in Asia it was kind of a discover and kind of a class how to learn to do stuff and like feeling.
You
like,
were 18. You just came to the adulthood.
Yeah, and like maybe hear what you feel and like follow kind of your feelings and the stuff. And I feel like in Greece I can like, apply them and like really enjoy like fully this experience and discover like the whole Greek culture and like, yeah, sharing stuff with people and like be curious and, yeah, trying to learn stuff and not just visiting from outside, let's say, which is like okay too, but I feel it's nice to see both way.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Juliette, for your time and share your experience. It was so nice to see you and talk to you, and I hope you stay in Greece is going to be more adventure and more interesting, and you're going to learn more there. And if there anything you want to say at the end of the show, I'm going to be with you.
Thank you very much to you, and you had like really nice question, and yeah, thank you a lot.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the people that are watching us. I hope they enjoy. And I didn't mention that, but Juliette is one of the famous person in the couch surfing, so maybe you can see her the couch surfing website. It was so pleasure to see you and the people that are watching us. If you have some kind of the nice experience about your journey around the world, you can contact us and we will invite you to the show. Please subscribe this channel and follow us. We will see you again, and thank you again, Juliette. I hope to see you soon again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.